Daylight, my MVVs, welcome. Queen Naomi is alleged to have been in tears, that she cried so much, but obviously it was tears of joy over the way people welcomed her. The kind of responses she has received, the kind of support she has received from people since she started coming to the palace has been so massive. Like, she cries every time because the moment they find out, the way she comes like in disguise. And a lot of people don't usually know that she is in that palace. But the moment they find out, however they find out that Queen Naomi is in the palace, the way people come to the palace, the way people rush into the palace, the way people love to see her, the way people cry, the way people welcome her, the way they embrace her, the way they... Oh my God. Like, the love they show to Queen Naomi is unparalleled. And this love makes her cry all the time. Like, Queen Naomi is always crying. Like, she is always feeling like, what has she done to deserve this kind of love from people? You know, I will always say something. Queen Naomi is actually a very blessed child. I don't know, the kind of grace that woman carries. Queen Naomi carries grace that you can never question. And to the glory of God, because I know this is not her making, it is something that God has put into her as an individual. Queen Naomi is a child of grace. Queen Naomi is so loved. Queen Naomi is so respected. Queen Naomi is so honored, and to the glory of God. And we say, may God be praised. Now, she had to come to the palace, from what we are hearing, allegedly to do the final ritual for Tadenikawo. You know that she's preparing to go to Paris, from what we are hearing. So they say they have finished today's ritual, but they're supposed to cook for children, okay? There's a name Yoruba people call that stuff, but the Hausa people, they call it sadaka, okay? And so that was supposed to be like the finishing part of the ritual for Tadenikawo, okay? And so she had to come to the palace. They say when she came into the palace, the way people received her, the love that people showed to Queen Naomi, that Queen Naomi cries every day because of the kind of love that people show to her in that palace. The same palace where a certain group of people do not want her to come to. The same palace where a certain group of people will do whatever it is that is within their power to put Queen Naomi out there and make sure she remains there. The same palace where people do not like her for no reason, just because of jealousy. Jealousy because they feel that she is not suitable to be wife to the Ooni of Ife. Jealousy because they talk about pedigree. Pedigree, how many of them, apart from Blow and Ebony, who else is there that you can talk about pedigree with? They all struggled their way through life. And, today they have made it and they sing about pedigree. What about, praising and blessing God for, bringing Naomi this far from where she is coming from? We are all aware that Naomi comes from a very humble background. We are all aware that, it's almost as though maybe, I don't know if the dad was in the picture or not, because there's little or nothing known about the father. Like, not so much is known about the father, but she has come this far. She has struggled. She has done so much to be the person that she is today. And you think that instead of you to appreciate it, instead of you to love it, instead of you to praise the fact that she has worked so hard to build herself to this person that she is today, you want to talk about pedigree. What pedigree do you have? People with pedigree, do they bring others down? No. So let me not digress further. They say that Queen Naomi came to the palace to, talk to to do some kind of ritual for Tadenikawo, okay? The finishing part of Tadenikawo is for Tade to cook, to give children sadaka and all of that. You know that Tade is a dreaded boy, okay? And usually what they do with those kind of children, they do like sadaka for them all the time. So for them to return into the palace, what Nami is supposed to do for Tade is the sadaka. So they had to do it because they said initially, Kabiyesi was saying when they should go to Paris, when they come back, they do it before Naomi enters. But Naomi looked at it and said that she does not want anything that will put pressure on her. Let them just finish it before she goes. So they had to come. That if you see the way Ife people came out for Naomi, the way people celebrated Naomi, the way people showed love, they kind of give the broad for children, they love. Items, they bought items for children, even though it's private as it can be, because Nami has not been welcomed into the palace. They are not doing anything public anymore. Everything is in-house. Everything is in-house. And that is why you see it's very difficult for you to see pictures anywhere or anywhere. They said until after she is welcome into the palace, that is when they will start doing some of these things again. But this time again, around, people are telling Nami to be very, very careful. It should not be as loud, as in whatever they do should not be as loud as it used to do, because of all of these women all over the place. Because you agree with me that we are not sure that they will leave Naomi alone, but however, we do know that God passed them. God passed them. Della, right? What do we say? God passed them. So right now, it's not a small something. No, so Lori Naomi cried as people were just coming in their numbers, celebrating Olori Naomi, showing so much love, showing so much care. In fact, that the way they showed Naomi love, that Naomi could not believe that she, as an individual, could be so loved. But baby, you need not to worry about this, because you need to know that indeed you are a child of grace. If Delaram has ever seen any child that is a child of grace, it's Olori Naomi. It doesn't matter how many of them will come against you, they are all going to fall. They will stumble and they will fall. They will continue to fight themselves the way they have been fighting themselves. Who could have said that things will be the way they are right now? Kabiyesi does not want to see anybody. Kabiyesi is so focused on getting his wife back into the palace. If it is not God, who else? So no matter what they do, you will always win. You know why? Because Olori Naomi, you are indeed a winner. God has already made you a winner. Nobody can change that about your life. You are a winner. A winner. That is what you are, and that is what you will continue to be. They said people were coming, like from the outside, those who knew Naomi had come. People, when she was in the palace, she was so loving. She was so caring. She took care of people, the poor people, rice. Is it food items she was giving? She was loving. She was celebrating others. And that is why people are looking so forward to coming to celebrate her at the end of this month. Now, every move she makes into the palace of the Ooni of Ife, it is a big move. And it was that move that she went, it was that sadaka that she went for, that, they saw that she was passing, that they made the Oloris to go and hide inside that confined area, because Kabiyesi has warned his guards that Naomi cannot see them, that made them to cry. I said, Naomi, you will forever be celebrated. Amen and amen. I'm going to bring you more update. I appreciate you so much. Thank you.